Megan, may I have a word? I'd like to mention about the trip.
Linda, it's been a while. What do you mean by the trip?
Is Keith off on Sunday before Christmas?
Yes, probably.
Then why don't we go to a mountain on that day?
A mountain?
Yes, I got a free ticket to stay at a villa there. It's going to expire by the end of the year, so I don't want to waste it.
But can you make a reservation a week in advance?
I just asked, and they said we could get a reservation for 4 people. Don't you think that's perfect?
4 people? Why 4 people?
What? Me, Fernando, Keith, and Daniel. The 4 of us.
What about me?
You have to prepare for Christmas, don't you? Decorating the room, shopping for presents.
What?
You have to come over to my house and clean up. You have a lot of work to do.
All by myself?
Of course. What are you talking about? When I got married, I had to prepare for Thanksgiving and Christmas all by myself. It was normal for a wife to prepare everything by herself.
But if the 4 of you guys are going to the villa, I'd like to stay here and finish the chores I can't normally do.
That's fine, but you've got to do things over here too. I'm looking forward to the Christmas party.
I can't say anything about that.
Why not? The relatives are coming to the party for Christmas too. If you don't clean up, Fernando will be embarrassed. You can clean our house as well while you're at it.
You don't have to do it right before Christmas, you know. You're at home every day.
Even if you do it now, you still have to clean up for Christmas, right? We live here every day, so it's only natural that there will be dust.
Then how about ordering some food for Christmas? There are lots of delicious frozen pizza and pasta.
Huh? You want your guests to eat frozen food? Are you serious?
We had it at my parents' house last Christmas, and it looked good and tasted delicious. We enjoyed it, so it was like we killed 3 birds with 1 stone. Everyone was so happy and amazed by the technology.
That's very embarrassing. Even if it was good for you guys, I won't allow it in my house.
But I can't cook like you.
I don't expect that much from you from the beginning. Besides, I'll buy the meat and fish, so all you have to do is to cook. You're a housewife. You should be able to do it.
Well, even if you say so.
I'll have the ingredients ready, and I'll write down the recipe. No matter how bad of a cook you are, you can do it, right?
I'm not confident. Is that okay?
You know what? You're not a guest forever. This is a good opportunity. So from now on, I'm going to leave the Christmas preparations to you.
What? From now on? Forever?
Yes, I've spoiled you too much. You only come once in a while, and since Daniel is still young, I didn't say anything. But it's time for you to do your duty as a wife.
Well, I don't think you've spoiled me.
I'm sure Daniel is getting old. Keith can play with him, so you have time.
I don't.
Anyway, not only Christmas, but I'll also ask you to do the cooking and cleaning next time you come to my house.
Fine. I will discuss with Keith about our plan before and after Christmas, and I'll let you know.
Hey, what did you tell my husband?
I heard Keith was talking to him, so I didn't talk to him directly.
But you told him that I'm leaving you out, right? Why did you say like that?
I didn't say it.
You probably acted like a victim in front of Keith, huh? Everyone's making me the bad one. It's very annoying.
Wait. Keith told me that you guys are going to the mountain and we can order frozen Christmas food.
I can't believe that Fernando said he'd rather order frozen party food.
But it seems like he had eaten it before at his company, and he said it was pretty good.
At his company?
Yes, Perhaps someone brought it during holiday season? Maybe a young coworker ordered it.
How come you know about it and I don't? Are you trying to leave me out?
Not like that, but I think Keith just happened to hear it from him. I didn't hear it directly from him either.
Fine. You've been sneaking around like that. Keith and Fernando never did that before.
Huh? Are you trying to say that it's my fault?
That's right. It's your fault. After Keith married you, he tended not to talk to me. He changed somehow.
What? Why is it my fault?
It's only natural in this situation. Even when he comes to our house, he and Fernando talk together without me. I'm always left out.
I think that's because he looks at his father differently now that he's also a father. Maybe because he's not a child anymore.
See? You talk so bossy. I haven't heard that either.
I don't know, but...
Before he got married, he used to tell me everything.
Well, he got married and left home, so isn't this natural? You guys don't see each other that often.
Huh? Even if we don't live together, I'm his mother. You have a son too, so you know that, right?
But my son is only 4 years old.
A child is a child no matter how old he is. You need to keep your mouth shut. When he grows up and brings his wife, you'll understand how I feel.
Well, I won't know until then.
Megan, about the party meals, let's cook it properly from next year.
What's wrong all of a sudden? The guests said it was delicious, right?
Well, I just had tea with my friends and they laughed when I told them we had frozen food for the party.
Huh? What's so funny?
It means that they felt sorry for me because I have such a wife. It made me kind of miserable too. You and I were there, but we had a frozen meal.
But you said it was delicious too, and you ate the most, right?
Hey, I care about everyone, so how can I say it tasted bad? I knew that if I told the truth, it would ruin the mood. It would ruin the Christmas party, right?
Well, it didn't look so to me.
You don't show it to everyone if you're an adult. Even Fernando ate less than usual. Maybe it didn't taste good after all.
I think it's because he ate a lot of pizza.
That's not true. He usually eats a lot of pizza, chicken, and others. And this year, he didn't even eat the cake.
But he was concerned about your diet restrictions.
He doesn't have to since he's eating my handmade food. Maybe he was just going along with the relatives.
I hope so.
Anyway, cook properly from next year, okay? No more ordering. Hey, how about we go on a trip for a night during the upcoming holiday?
To where?
Well, my friend told me that there is a nice hotel in San Diego. I heard that they have a good service and all 3 generations can enjoy there. It sounds refreshing and fun, doesn't it?
Wow, that sounds great. We should definitely go.
Good. Well, I'll ask my friend and make a reservation.
Thank you. Linda, I'll pick you up tomorrow at 9.
About that?
What's wrong?
Megan, will you stay at my home?
Huh? Why?
I heard there's only room for 4 available.
4 adults, right? Daniel is only 4 years old, so he can sleep with me. I don't think that will be a problem.
That's not all. Also, I need you to stay home tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Why should I?
I promised my friend to lend her party dress. She needs it tomorrow evening. I can't suddenly tell her that I can't, right?
Then why don't you deliver it before you go on the trip?
It seems like she's busy. I can't just visit her suddenly, right? I'd like to give it to her when she is free. Probably she doesn't have much time, so...
Then why don't you just leave it on the doorstep?
It's expensive. And there's pearl jewelry too. I can't be so careless. Someone can steal it too. I understand your feelings though. The hotel room might be small, and if you could stay here, everything would work out.
But I want to go this time too. I want to refresh myself.
I said I understand how you feel. But, you know, this is a family trip. You're like an extra, right?
What? I'm the extra? I'm your family too.
I guess, but it's an opportunity for me, my husband, my son, and my grandson to go on a family trip. We can have fun without worrying about anything. You should be a little more considerate.
What is a family to you?
Even if you are my son's wife, you're just a stranger to me. You're not a family to me.
Linda, that's not very nice.
But it's true. If you were a considerate wife, I might have a little more compassion for you, but you're not that level yet, Megan. You talk back a lot.
I see. I understand. In that case, you guys go enjoy as a family tomorrow. I'll pass.
Oh, that's unusual. You're being very understanding this time. I'm so surprised.
I'll explain the situation to Keith.
Don't talk bad about me again.
I won't. I'll just tell him the facts.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it to you. Megan, why aren't you here? If you don't come, my friend will be in trouble. Didn't I tell you that she's coming to get the dress?
You didn't hear from Keith? He said he'll wait at home until your friend comes to get the dress. He said we could leave then.
If we do that, we don't know what time it will be.
But Fernando and Keith said that if she's using it tonight, it won't be that late.
You even talked to Fernando again? You're really good at controlling him, aren't you? You're such a...
No, I didn't talk to him. I just showed Keith the messages I got from you yesterday.
I told you not to do anything unnecessary.
That's why I made sure not to make a mistake by showing him what we talked about, word for word. I told him the truth. I didn't do anything else.
That's what you call unnecessary things.
Unnecessary things are when you talk about things you actually didn't say or when you speculate, right? Telling the truth is not unnecessary.
Oh God, shut up! I don't want to hear you quibble. Just get your ass over here. I want to leave now.
So you don't care about your friend?
All you have to do is to show up. I told you to stay home.
It'll take about an hour if I take the train. Your friend will be here in the meantime, right? Wouldn't that be perfect time?
God, if we don't hurry, we'll be late for the lunch reservation.
You even have a reservation for lunch?
The friend who recommended the hotel to me introduced me to a great place. If we're late, we won't be able to have lunch.
Well then, I hope your friend will come soon to pick up your dress. Why don't you call and tell her the situation?
I'm saying you come right now. Hurry up.
Sorry, I'm doing the laundry, so I won't be able to get out for a while. I'll come when I finish it.
You really are a useless wife. You'll ruin our trip.
Then why don't you just have your friend come over as soon as possible?
That's enough. We're leaving.
Oh, what about the dress?
Whatever. Either way, I can go on a trip without you, so that's good enough for me.
You just wanted to go on a trip without me from the beginning, right? That whole dress story was a lie. As long as I don't go, the reason doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore. Whatever. Megan, you're not coming anyway, right?
That's right. I won't go.
That's fine. I'll explain to Keith that she borrowed the dress from another friend. This time, stay quiet. You always say unnecessary things.
Hey, Linda, you don't have to lie anymore.
But he's worried about the dress. It's none of your business. Shut up!
Is that so? But I'm forwarding these messages to Keith.
Huh?
Keith knew it was probably just an excuse to keep me at home. He said that all of your friends have totally different body types, so that story itself was strange. Your son is wonderful. He knows you very well.
I have some friends that he doesn't know about. She is a friend who became close recently.
Well, he already knows it's a lie, so does it matter? Just tell the truth.
Hey, Fernando is mad at me.
Ah. Keith showed him. Just so you know, I didn't do anything.
I don't know, but he keeps telling me to stay at home. What's going on?
Well, if he says so, are you going to stay home?
That's terrible. Why do I have to stay here? I was looking forward to it the most.
It can't be helped. You made it up. You deserve it.
Hey, don't talk nonsense. Megan, tell him to go enjoy as a family. You pass.
I don't want to. Besides, Keith just told me to get ready because he's going out with a family.
What do you mean? So, you're going too?
No, I'm going on a trip with Fernando, Keith, me, and Daniel. We don't want to waste the reservation, you know. He said we should have fun as a family.
What about me? I made the reservation.
I don't know. I'm a stranger to you, you know. I didn't hear anything.
Hey, it doesn't matter if the room is small. Let's go as a family trip, okay? I'll allow you to join us.
No, Fernando wants to go without you today. So we'll go as a family of 4.
Hey, what do you mean? He is my husband. Don't take him without permission. I won't forgive you.
I explained to Keith all the previous harassment from Linda. This time, I got him to teach her a lesson. And Fernando was also quite angry at her words, and he even told her that if she continued to disrespect me any longer, he would divorce her. I am truly grateful to my husband and father-in-law for their kindness. On the other hand, my mother-in-law, who could not accept the divorce, has recently become very quiet. But actually, I can't forgive her for calling me a stranger. So I will continue to keep the messages and voice as evidence and be ready and wait to refute her at any time. Am I a mean wife? However, the hotel which Linda's friend introduced her to was more than perfect, and I am thankful that I was able to relieve stress for the first time in a long time. It was definitely a relaxing experience, both physically and mentally. Well, I was most grateful for the absence of my noisy mother-in-law, though.
Can I have a minute? I have something to discuss with you. What is it? I'm at work right now, so please make it quick. You're working today? Even though it's Sunday? Yeah, it's the opening day of the store we've been preparing for a while. I'm here to check the operations of the shop. Working like a slave? Is that the latest trend? You'll get sick if you keep working like that. You should quit right now and get a job in your hometown. You can commute from your parents' house if you do that. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna do that. You haven't come back home at all lately. Maybe it's because your company is making you work during weekends too. I know you're busy, but it's definitely a nasty company if they make you work that hard. You don't have to worry about that. The company is allowing me to use some substitute days off anyway. It's not only work that keeps me busy, but I also have plans on my days off too. I can't believe you have plans on your day off. Your wife Nicole is really pushing you around, isn't she? What a terrible wife. You're being so nice to her and she's taking advantage of you. Stop talking nonsense about my workplace and Nicole. It's my day off. What's wrong with me making plans with my own wife? Family time is my top priority.
I feel sorry for you since you can't even relax on your day off.
That's not what I'm saying. I want to go out with Nicole on my day off. I can relax whenever I'm together with her.
Poor thing. Looks like you've been brainwashed to think that way.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nicole makes you work hard at a nasty company. Then, she also brainwashed you to go out with her on your days off. What a horrible woman.
How can that be?
You've been acting really strange these days, Edward. The last time you came to your parents' house was during New Year, and it was only a day trip. What's the point of going home if you can't even stay overnight? You know how much I miss you, don't you?
That's because you're always sarcastic to Nicole. I know how bad you've been treating her when I'm not around. If you keep doing that kind of nasty thing to her, why are you expecting me to go back home?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I never said anything sarcastic to Nicole. The food she cooked tastes nothing like what we have at home. I felt sorry for you that you need to eat that kind of food. I was just trying to show her how to cook with the proper seasonings. It's not sarcasm, it's kindness.
I don't think so. Nicole's cooking is delicious. Even Dad liked it. You're just jealous of her, aren't you? That's why you decided to complain about whatever she does?
It's not a matter of liking the cooking or not. It's not acceptable for a daughter-in-law to cook in her own way. I just did what I had to do.
Why is it not acceptable for my wife to cook in her own way? Nicole is married to me and she doesn't need anyone's permission to cook.
What? I can't believe you just talked to me like that. I'm sure that you've been brainwashed by Nicole. It's really sad.
What's this brainwashing you're talking about? Nicole can't brainwash anyone.
No, you've been brainwashed by her. I can't just stand by and do nothing to help you. I'm your mother. I will help you to return to your normal way of thinking. From today, I'll be moving in with you. I have to discipline your wife properly.
Seriously?
If I stay with you, you won't be brainwashed by Nicole. You'll be able to think in a normal way. Then you will realize the pointlessness of being married to your wife. She's just an incompetent wife. If we live together, I can be your shield and protect you.
Your plan is just crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to help you, but you don't understand. You've lost the ability to understand human kindness because you've been brainwashed. Anyway, I'm going to go there now, so wait for me.
No, I'm not allowing you to do that. Don't come, okay? It's not nice when you do things on your own. We don't have any extra room here. Also, what about Dad? You can't just leave him alone.
Your dad is useless. I don't need him. I knew it. Male parents are no good since they didn't go through the pain of childbirth. No matter how many times I told him that something was wrong with you, he wouldn't believe me. He's really incompetent.
Why would he believe you? There's nothing wrong with me anyway. I think Dad is perfectly sane.
How can he be sane? Anyway, I'm going to move in with you and protect you from Nicole. Eventually, after you're free from the brainwash, you need to get a divorce.
Oh, come on. Give me a break, Mom. I don't understand your way of thinking. I'm telling you, if you come over to my house, there's no room for you.
That's okay. There's one room occupied by Nicole. I'll use that room. It's appalling that she's occupying that room just because she's your wife.
That room is not Nicole's room. We don't have kids now, so we use it as a workroom. It's not going to be your room.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to save you, my dear son. Just wait for me. Edward, can I talk to you now?
What do you want? I just came to your house, but I don't see anyone there. Can you tell me what's going on?
What?
Your house is empty. Why is it empty?
Huh? I didn't think you'd actually come.
Why not? It's obvious, isn't it? Why is nobody here?
Oh, we moved out of that place a month ago.
Really?
That place was a rental property. Also, the rent was expensive.
Rental property? It was a detached house, wasn't it? I thought you bought that.
You can find many detached houses as rental properties out there.
But why did you move out?
The landlord let us rent the property while he was on a job transfer. Now he's coming back and moving in with his parents. So he's going to rebuild the house into a duplex. That's why we had to move out.
What? You mean you got evicted? What a landlord! It's terrible that he evicted you for his own reasons. That's unforgivable, even if it's just a rental property.
No, it's not that. The lease was up for renewal, so the contract was about to expire. We were planning to leave at this time too.
Then why didn't you tell me? I'm here now. I'm moving in with you, so I have a lot of stuff with me. What am I supposed to do with my stuff?
I don't know anything about that. I told you not to come because there's no room. But you didn't listen to me. You came there on your own.
Because you didn't tell me that you've moved out. Nicole must have put you up to this too. What a horrible wife she is.
No, it's not Nicole's fault. I told her not to tell you.
What? Why?
2 months ago, you made a duplicate key to my house without my permission and broke in several times. I'm not going to let you do that ever again.
What are you talking about?
At first, I thought it was a burglar. I was seriously going to call the cops. I'm just glad that I realized it quickly.
Call the cops?
It's obvious, right? I came home to find all of Nicole's stuff thrown away. Besides, all of the photos with Nicole in it had been ripped out. I knew it was you right away because it was only Nicole's face that got ripped out. There's only one person who would do something like that. Still, it's trespassing. So you could get arrested if I reported to the police. Nicole stopped me from reporting to the police, you know. You should be grateful for that.
You talk as if Nicole was trying to protect me.
Actually, that's true. You didn't get arrested because Nicole was kind enough to prevent me from reporting you to the police.
I didn't do any trespassing. I'm your mother. What's wrong with me entering my son's house?
If you enter your son's house without permission, you are trespassing. And I can't believe you'd make a duplicate key without telling me. Isn't that a crime? After I changed the locks, you stopped coming. That's one of the reasons I moved out from that house so quickly.
Then where's your new address?
Of course I won't tell you. I'll never tell you.
I can't help you if you don't tell me your new address. You've changed the locks and even moved to a new place. I know that Nicole brainwashed you. I have to protect you from her as soon as possible. Oh, what am I going to do?
I'm scared already. Stop it, will you?
I know that you must be scared. That's why I'm going to help you as soon as I can. Nicole is a horrible person.
Don't get me wrong. I'm scared of you, Mom.
Me? Why? I'm just trying to protect you.
How can Nicole brainwash me? She's my precious one. I'm afraid of you, Mom. You are thinking so absurdly. I should have done this a long time ago.
Do what?
I'm going to distance myself from you.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I'm afraid that you'll do more nasty things to me and Nicole.
What are you talking about? Don't tell me that your wife made you say that too. That's brainwashing.
For heaven's sake, it's my own intention, Mom. I've always hated you for being a control freak, but lately, it seems that you've gone too far. To be honest, I don't want to be involved with you anymore.
What are you talking about? It's a mother's duty to worry about her only son. What's wrong with that?
It's nice of you to worry about me, but there's a limit, right? I'm already married.
There's no limit to how much I love my son. It's infinite love.
I'm speechless. Anyway, there's no one in that house anymore, so why don't you go home?
I'm not going home. You'll come and pick me up, right?
I can't.
The movers left all my stuff behind.
I didn't know that you came with all your stuff. Anyway, go home on your own. Send your stuff back now.
No, you're my sweet boy. I believe that you'll definitely come. Mom will be here waiting for you.
Suit yourself.
Edward, you still haven't picked me up yet. It's getting dark around here.
I told you I'm not picking you up. I'm sorry, but I don't live close enough to pick you up.
What? Where do you live now? Far away from here?
I won't give you a detailed address, but it's quite far away from the town we lived.
Your wife took you out to such a place? What a horrible thing to do. I can't forgive her.
That's enough. I told you that Nicole has nothing to do with this. It's my decision. You're always blaming my wife. Nicole cared about you, okay? Don't you understand that?
No, that's not possible. She brainwashed you.
You know what? I'm the one who didn't want to live with you.
Why? Nicole made you tell me, didn't she?
That's not true. I absolutely didn't want to live with you, Mom. I've always hated your over-involvement in my life. Nicole cares about my feelings.
Over-involvement means that I care about you, Edward. I'm always thinking about you on top of everything.
I'm glad you're worried about me, but I'm already in my 30s, okay? How long are you going to treat me like an elementary school kid? I hate it when you do that. That's why I left home right after I entered college. You still don't get it, do you?
I can't believe that.
Even after I got married, I wanted to avoid living together with you as much as possible. But I'm the eldest son, and I knew I'd have to eventually live with you. Unfortunately, after what you've done to Nicole and me in the past, I absolutely can't think about living together with you anymore.
Oh no! What did I do?
After we got married, every time I came back home with Nicole, all you did was being sarcastic and bullied my wife. Nicole put up with it. Even when I warned you, you wouldn't change your attitude at all. If you keep behaving badly like that, even if we moved in together, Nicole would have a hard time. I don't want to put my wife through that kind of pain. That's why I don't want to live with you anymore.
You're abandoning me for Nicole? For a woman like that?
I was gonna do that, but Nicole said that you would be lonely. She said it would be okay if we moved in together with you. You were being so sarcastic to Nicole, and yet it's her who worries about you. Nicole is really a sweet person.
I didn't know that Nicole agreed for me to move in with both of you. Seems that your wife has some good points too. Well, you should let me live together with you then.
Now I have a change of heart.
What do you mean? Why are you moving out of the town if you're planning to live together with me in the first place? Did you get a house for us to live together? If so, that's fine, right?
I wonder why you keep saying that like a broken record. I don't want to live with you anymore.
What?
The trespassing incident 2 months ago caused Nicole to run out of patience.
That wasn't me. I didn't trespass.
Are you sure?
Yes, it must have been a burglar.
The burglar didn't take anything valuable anyway.
That's good. You were lucky.
But Nicole's stuff was in a mess. Most of her clothes were shredded and not in very good condition.
Maybe it was just a case of not having anything to steal, and the burglar was just frustrated. I think I can understand that.
You don't understand at all. It wasn't about stealing from the beginning.
I don't think so.
You just wanted to make a mess of Nicole's stuff, didn't you? Because that would make you feel better.
I told you that wasn't me.
Okay, if you're going to pretend that you know nothing about it, that's fine. I'll file a police report.
Police?
That's right. If it's a burglar, they need to find the culprit. I can't guarantee that there won't be a similar case in the future.
You shouldn't go that far, Edward.
You think so?
Because nothing was stolen, right? That's not even enough to get the police to act.
Trespassing and damage to property are enough for the police to start their investigation.
But you don't live in that house anymore. It's pointless to call the police now, isn't it?
I have photographic evidence with me. I know we've moved out, but they can still take some fingerprints and stuff like that.
But...
Now what? A burglar entered my house. Don't you worry about me?
I'm worried about you, but...
I'll report it to the police.
No, you can't do that.
Why not?
It was me who entered your house.
I know.
I was just trying to clean the house a little bit by getting rid of some stuff. I wasn't trespassing.
You were cleaning the house?
That's right. It's cleaner than before, don't you think so?
Do you think that tearing Nicole's things apart is cleaning?
Because with her stuff, there was no space at all for you. I felt sorry for that. Now you have more space in your house. She really is a terrible wife.
I'm not really into clothes, so I have less space. I don't need you to clean my house. Among the clothes you shredded, there was a very precious dress that Nicole's mother had given to her. What are you going to do about it?
I didn't know about that. If it's so important, why don't you just put it in a wardrobe case? That's what happens when you keep things in a messy storage.
She kept it in the closet with care. That's why she thought she couldn't think of living with you anymore. You ripped up everything that was important to her. Nicole has done her best in putting up with all your bad behaviors all this time.
Oh no!
So now, the only person who encouraged me to move in with you has changed her mind. You can't move in with me. Living together with you is out of the question now.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know Nicole cared so much about me. I apologize for what I've done to her. You have to convince her for me, Edward.
It's too late for that now.
If it's just a dress, I'll pay for it. I'll buy her any dress she desires.
You can't reimburse her for that.
Why not?
It was a handmade dress done by Nicole's mother who sewed professionally. You won't be able to find the same dress in this entire world.
Then why don't you have Nicole's mother sew it again? It's so easy, right?
Did you forget? She had a stroke last year. She can't sew anymore.
Oh, is that so?
I can't believe you forgot about that. Fortunately, she survived, but she's paralyzed and can't sew anymore. So it was the last dress my mother-in-law made for Nicole. That's why she treasured it.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again, I promise. So forgive me.
I can't. It's too late.
Just pick me up, will you? How long are you going to leave me alone here?
I told you, I'm not close enough to pick you up.
Then what am I supposed to do?
I don't know, but I just called Dad. He's upset too, so he said that he won't pick you up.
No way!
He told me that You shouldn't come back home since you've brought all your stuff with you and went out.
No kidding! I'm in trouble!
Good for you. You said that you don't need him because he's useless, didn't you? You're free to live on your own now. You'll never get another chance like this in the future.
You're wrong! Edward, you will forgive me, won't you?
I'm not going to forgive you either.
I'm so sorry! I really haven't been a good mother to you. But I promise that I'm not going to mess with you guys anymore. I'll give up living with you, so please, forgive me. That's all I ask for.
It's too late for everything. You were trespassing and tearing up Nicole's stuff. You are such a heartless woman. All you've done was a crime.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
It was you who tried to brainwash me, not my wife. In fact, Nicole was the one who thought the most about you. She was always protecting you.
I understood. I'm sorry. So will you forgive me? Please, just tell me where you live now.
You took advantage of me because I was nice to you. I'll make it clear now. I don't want to be involved with you ever again. All I have now is a heart full of anger against you that will last for eternity. Mom was waiting for me to pick her up for a long time. But of course, she never got picked up. She stayed in front of an abandoned house with a lot of luggage. The scene must have been bizarre for anyone to see. The next day, the neighbors reported to the police that there's a suspicious person standing in front of the vacant house. The police had just taken her away, and my dad came to pick her up. I felt sorry for my dad. My wife has given Mom a chance to move in with us together, but she wasted it by conducting such a selfish behavior. So she's now regretting what she has done every single day. Catherine, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, what's wrong?
Actually, I'm still wondering whether I should tell you about this.
I'm curious. Please don't hesitate to tell me. If there's anything I can do, I will help you.
It's not like that. It's about my son.
About Walter? What's wrong with my husband?
Actually, my son is having an affair. I'm worried.
What? Affair? Is that really true?
Yes, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I've been thinking over and over again whether or not to tell you. I couldn't sleep at night thinking about it.
I can't believe that my husband would cheat on me.
I can't either, but it's true.
With whom? And how could you know something that I don't know?
I just happened to see it. Last week, my son went on a business trip. Do you remember?
Of course, I remember.
He was supposed to be on a business trip, but I saw him in town. How is that possible? He was holding hands with a woman. This is clearly cheating, isn't it?
Well, yes. I'd like to know more details. Do you know the date and time?
What?
I'd like to conduct an investigation, so please tell me the date and time. I need some proof of the affair.
I don't remember that.
What did you say?
What I want to hear more than that is about the future. He cheated on you less than a year after you got married. What are you going to do? You need to think about how this happened.
I'm sorry to tell you, but if the affair is true, I'm divorcing Walter. I can't just live as if nothing happened. It's too much to bear.
You're divorcing my son? Just because of one affair? Are you telling me that you're not going to forgive Walter?
I can't stay married to a man who cheated behind my back. It's just disgusting.
How dare you describe my son as disgusting? It's your responsibility that Walter is having an affair. He cheats on you in the first year of your marriage because he has a problem with you. Shouldn't you be sorry about that and fix it? But you're putting all the fault on my son? That's not fair.
No matter what you say, if it's true, I'm divorcing Walter. We still don't know if he really was having an affair, so in the meantime, I'd like to get proof of the affair. Can you please keep this as a secret to my husband?
Huh? Why should I help you?
I just want to make sure that you saw the right person. Was it really my husband and a woman I don't know together? I have to find out for sure.
There is no way I could be mistaken. He is my own son. What kind of mother would mistake her own son's face?
Well then, are you really sure that the man you saw holding hands with a woman you don't know was Walter?
Of course. Looks like my son has found someone better than you. I'm sure he did.
If there is no mistake about that, it means that Walter was really having an affair. Are you saying that you're okay with my husband and I getting a divorce?
Yes, I don't mind. You were the one who said that you want to get a divorce, weren't you? If that's what you want, I will accept your decision. So why don't you do whatever you want? I don't want my son to stay married to such a heartless wife.
I see. Duly understood. Please explain to me, Bruna. You told me there was no way you could have mistaken my husband for another man, didn't you?
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
My husband wasn't having an affair.
Oh, really? That's great then.
What? You were the one who told me that you saw him having an affair, right? You said that Walter was holding hands with another woman. Don't you feel sorry for your own son who was falsely accused?
What do you mean by affair? Did I say that?
Of course you did.
Then how did you know Walter wasn't having an affair? Did you hire a detective to find out?
I asked his company about the business trip. Then, I found out that he was meeting with a business partner while he was on a business trip. They said it was impossible for him to have been here at that time.
Then maybe he cheated with her after that. Cheating is something you do after work.
You wouldn't go out late at night, would you? Besides, I picked Walter up from the station that day, so it's absolutely impossible that he was meeting someone else at night.
Then maybe it wasn't the day of his business trip. I'm sorry, maybe I got the date wrong. It is quite a while ago, so my memory is a little fuzzy.
I see. Anyway, I even sneaked a look at my husband's cell phone, but there was nothing suspicious.
You looked through my son's cell phone without his permission? That's horrible. I know that he's your husband, but that's an invasion of privacy.
Yes, I feel bad for that, but I had no choice because I had to get the proof of his affair.
I can't believe that you would go that far. It's a violation of my son's human rights.
In the first place, wasn't it you who told me that my husband was having an affair?
You have no right to accuse me for violating Walter's human rights.
And, as a last resort, I also asked my husband directly. He said with a straight face that he was definitely not having an affair. I decided to believe him.
Then what? So you're not divorcing him?
Yes, I'm not divorcing him. I never wanted a divorce. I'm just saying that you were wrong this time. Well, but just in case you remember the date and time, please contact me anytime.
There's no way I'd remember something like that.
What?
Because it's a lie. You're such an idiot.
A lie? You lied when you said that my husband was cheating on me?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that? Isn't that disrespectful to my husband?
I did that because I wanted to test your ability to cope with troubles.
Testing me? There's no need for that. What on earth are you testing me for?
Of course I need to test you. Like the way you think about cheating or the love you have for my son. Well, it was just as I thought.
I know you don't like the fact that I said I was thinking to divorce Walter, But that's because you told me he was cheating on me. And since my husband is innocent, I don't want a divorce. In fact, he wasn't cheating on me.
Regardless of the affair, you don't trust Walter, do you? You're sniffing around for evidence of an affair. You even said you were divorcing him. You also called him disgusting. You really are a lousy wife.
That's because you lied to me. Please reflect on that a little.
You know, this is a trial to train my son's wife. If you're saying you're divorcing him over something like this, I can't help but feeling sorry for my son. I don't want him to be with such a lousy wife like you. You must divorce my son.
That's enough. I can't talk about it anymore. Please excuse me.
What do you think you're doing? I'm not done talking yet.
Bruna, will you just quit troubling me? Can you please explain why you did that?
Do what? I don't understand what you're saying.
The last time you came to my house, you tore my clothes. What was your purpose of doing that?
Oh my God, that's a scary thing to say. Don't make false accusations. What a horrible wife.
But the clothes that were torn were the ones you complained about being too flashy before. Isn't that strange? How could a stranger tear them all with such pinpoint accuracy? I have no doubt that you are the only one who could have done it.
Those flashy clothes look as if you were trying to seduce a man. Most of your clothes are just too disgusting.
I know that most of my skirts are just a little too short, but they are just casual clothes. Most of my friends wear the same kind of clothes. Why are you complaining about that?
I don't think so. Anyway, you don't have to dress up anymore. You are a married woman.
I dress up for myself. It's not because I want to be popular with men. Besides, I think my husband would be happier with me dressing up.
You can say whatever you want. By the way, don't tell me that you are the one who's having an affair.
I'm not having an affair.
I doubt it.
Anyway, please don't ever touch anything in my closet ever again. It's an invasion of privacy, you know?
Catherine, are you aware of your position? You have entered my family by marrying my son, so you have to obey me. And what belongs to you also belongs to me, who is your mother-in-law. Do you understand?
That's complete nonsense.
You are a wicked wife who doesn't respect her mother-in-law. I wonder why my son married such a failure. You haven't given birth to. Are you defective? I feel sorry for my son who got married to such a useless wife.
That's terrible.
Well, at least you should try your best to be a suitable wife. I will continue to test you from now on. And don't you ever buy fancy clothes again. Did I make myself clear? Oh my God, hurry up and answer the phone. Hey, I'm telling you to answer the phone.
Bruna, what's going on?
My son collapsed. You need to come to the hospital right now.
Huh? My husband is sitting beside me.
Sitting beside you?
Yes.
Today is a weekday, right? It can't be true. Why is my son sitting next to you? Are both of you skipping work?
No, I'm at the hospital.
What do you mean?
I was surprised you knew that we are in the hospital. Who told you about this?
Are you in the hospital?
Yes, that's right.
Is he in the hospital now? Tell me the truth. Is my son in the hospital now?
You told me yourself that Walter is in the hospital, didn't you? That's why you wanted me to hurry up and answer the phone, right? What are you talking about?
I was just telling a lie to test you. For heaven's sake, I can't believe my son is in the hospital. I'm on my way over there right now. Is my son okay?
Yes, my husband is fine. Please rest assured.
He's hospitalized, so there's no way that he's fine. I'm on my way.
Do you know which hospital we are at?
Of course I do. Hey, Catherine. I went to the hospital, but my son is nowhere to be found. Don't tell me that you lied to me about my son being hospitalized.
No, it was me who was hospitalized, not my husband. No one said that my husband was in the hospital.
Huh?
I never said anything about my husband being hospitalized, did I?
What? Stop talking nonsense. Okay then. I asked the staff at the reception and they said that neither you or my son is hospitalized. How do you explain that? You both are married, so you must have the same family name.
Because it's a different hospital than the usual one. It's no wonder we're not there.
What? You went to a different hospital?
I had no choice, because the hospital we often visit can't conduct the necessary examination.
Why not? Just explain to me clearly. There are a lot of our neighbors coming to the hospital at this hour. I thought my son was hospitalized, so I got panicked and they saw me in that state. It's your fault.
Oh, sorry for that.
The neighbors said that I'm finally losing my mind.
That's hilarious. You must have made a lot of noise at the reception to be told that much. Isn't it a little embarrassing?
It can't be helped. Anyone would make a fuss if they were told that their son was in the hospital, right? That's because you lied to me in the first place. So, where is the hospital you're at?
It's the obstetrics and gynecology clinic.
What? Oh, could it be?
Yes, just as you thought. I'm pregnant. I'm finally going to be a mother. But I couldn't cope with my morning sickness and collapsed. I had to be hospitalized temporarily. I'm on a drip now.
That's great news. I'm going to be a grandmother. Did you find out whether it's a boy or a girl?
We don't know yet. I'm still at the early stage of pregnancy, so it's difficult to find out.
I'll never accept anything but a boy. Since you've joined our family, you must give birth to a boy at all costs. The boy will be our heir.
Don't worry about that. I'm not going to let you see the baby, so gender doesn't matter at all.
What? What do you mean you're not going to let me see my grandchild? I have the right to see my own grandchild.
No matter what the gender of the child is, me and my husband will raise the child with love and care. I have no intention of letting you see your grandchild. Also, I don't want to see your face anymore.
Why not?
Don't you understand? If you try to think about what you have done to me until now, you'll understand, don't you? You have done a lot of terrible things to me.
That's not right. I have made so much effort for your own sake. I've been educating you to be a good wife for my son.
Educating me? You gotta be kidding me. Seeing you around makes me so stressed out. I get headaches, I feel sick and so on. My husband said that I don't have to see you again. Your son agreed with me.
No way. My son would never say such a thing. I won't forgive you if you keep saying random things. Stop lying.
I'm not lying. If you don't believe me, please check with Walter.
Oh no, please, Catherine. You know how much I wanted a grandchild, don't you? I was looking forward to the birth of my grandchild.
Yes, you've told me that multiple times. I know exactly what you mean. That's why I don't want you to see my child. You are trying to force your own ideas on your grandchildren, right? You want to treat the child as if he or she is some sort of property, don't you? Give me a break. I want my children to grow up in a carefree environment. I don't want you to meddle in my childcare.
I will respect any of your opinion. I'll even pay for school fees and stuff.
I don't have any money problems. This isn't about money problem. It's a problem between me and you having different values.
A problem between us?
That's right. You've been bullying me a lot until now. I don't want you to change your attitude towards me just because I'm going to give birth to your grandchild.
That can't be helped. Besides, if you want me to care for you, I will do so. That's fine, right? So please, let me see my grandchild.
I can't. Even today, you even lied to me that my husband collapsed. I can't trust you anymore.
That was a joke. It was just for fun. I can't believe you don't know what I was talking about.
A joke? Oh, come on. You were just going to enjoy seeing me in panic, weren't you? That's too much, no matter how you think about it. I can't be family with someone who dares to joke like that. It wasn't funny at all.
Hey, wait a minute. I'll support you during the delivery and I won't interfere in childcare. From now on, I will never bully you again. So let me see my grandson, okay? It's my precious grandchild.
The child is more important to me than life itself, so I can't allow a dangerous person being around. You wouldn't want your grandchild to get involved with a dangerous person, would you? That's how I feel right now. I insulated myself from my mother-in-law and was able to give birth safely. My husband is a man who listens to me and stands by me. I'm so grateful for that. And now, only my husband goes home to his parents once in a while. Every time he does that, his mother gives him a lot of expensive sweets, clothes, and so on. Seems that Bruna wants to see her grandchildren a lot. I guess she was not lying about her feelings. Well, I haven't replied to Bruna at all since I had my child. But she has been contacting me every day to apologize. It's getting more and more depressing. But it looks like Bruna is feeling very sorry for what she has done. Before she dies, I'd like to show her the face of her grandchild just once. I don't know how many years I need to finally decide that, though.
Stephanie, are you busy today? Can I have a minute?
Good morning, Natalie. It's my day off.
Then you can come over to my place. I have some things we need to talk about.
Oh, I'd love to come right away, but I have a lot of chores to do today. I've been very busy at work for the past few days. Can I finish them first?
You have that much piling up? That's what happens when you don't do it every day.
I just happened to have a couple of busy days this week.
That's just an excuse. Well, if you're in such a condition, then let me tell you now.
What's going on?
I got a call from a friend the other day. She said she's having a hard time with her new grandbaby. It costs a lot of money, and she has to take care of the baby on behalf of the mother who is tired and sleeping. She says she has reached her limit physically.
Oh.
After listening to her story, I thought to myself, when will I get to meet my grandchild? You've been married for 5 years now, right? I think it's about time.
We've only been married for 3 years. And your friend was talking about how difficult it is to have a grandchild, right? So aren't you worried?
I'm sure it would be tough if I have one. But you can't wait forever, can't you? I would reach my physical limit too. That's why I think the sooner the better.
I think I've said this before with Tim. But as for a child, I'm thinking of saving up a little more first.
Oh, you think it's because Tim doesn't make enough money? Is that why you can't save money?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that, like you mentioned too, it's going to cost a lot of money, so I want to be prepared. I don't want to raise a child while worrying about money.
But if we take it too easy, won't it be too late and too hard? You're taking a risk if you're going to have a baby at an older age. How old are you now, Stephanie?
I'm 25 this year.
Right? There are a lot of young mothers these days, so I think it's time to have one. It's easier to raise children when you are young.
We have discussed the risks too, so we should be fine. Besides, they say that children are a gift, so I don't think there's any point in being in a rush. So please take it easy and wait.
If you keep talking like that, I won't be able to hold a baby in my arms forever.
But I'm not having a baby for you.
I know that, but I don't think you should keep saying work, work, work. I think it's time for you to become a housewife and get ready to have a baby.
That's why I'm discussing such matters with Tim. You don't need to worry about that. I'm also thinking about the future.
You're talking about it as a couple and keeping me away, aren't you? I'm the one who's worried about you.
What are you saying? That's not true.
Okay, if you say so, I have a plan.
A plan?
Yes. Well, that's all I wanted to say. Don't let the chores pile up.
Yes, I'll keep up my pace. Tim has asked me to tell him if his mother says anything, so I send a message during lunch break. Tim, are you already on your break?
I'm just about to go out for lunch. What's up? If you're asking for dinner tonight, I feel like having a warm chicken dish.
Okay, copy that. I'll go buy some later.
It's unusual for you to go grocery shopping around this time of day. You usually finish all your chores and shopping in the morning and then relax in the afternoon. What happened?
Oh, yeah, about that. I heard from your mother again.
Again? What did she say this time?
The usual kid thing. It seems like she saw her friend's grandchild. It was a lot longer than usual. I can understand why she wants grandchildren, but it's kind of depressing.
Again. I always tell her about that every time. Well, I'm sure she misses it too.
I know well enough.
As for me, I don't mind having kids. I'd like to have one someday, so...
That's true, but if we have a baby, we have to make ends meet only with your salary, you know? And it'll take a few years for me to go back to work.
I know, but I think we can manage somehow.
We can work it out, but you said you wanted to buy a house too. Considering that, we'll have to save up some more money. If we can't manage, we're screwed. If we lower the standard of living, we may be able to manage though.
How much? Will it be much different from now?
I already told you, don't go eat out even once a week, and I make lunchbox every day. Also, cut back on sending money to your mother. If we do all that, I think we'll be fine.
Well, that's tough.
Right? I'd like to talk to her. I don't want her to tell me every time.
Right. I'll stop by at her house on my way home tonight and talk to her.
I'm sorry. Thanks. I feel bad for you.
Well, it's about my mom. In return, make me a nice chicken dish.
Leave it to me. I'll put all my skills into it.
Thanks, but we have to think a little more about the kids too. She keeps nagging you, but in one way, she's right. Let's talk about it again.
I understand. I just don't want her to interfere in such a sensitive manner. It makes me depressed.
You're right. Well, I'm almost done with my break.
Sorry to interrupt your break. After that day, Tim started to drop by at his parents' house on his way home from work more and more often. When I asked him why, he told me that his mother seemed to be suffering from menopause or early dementia, so he was checking on her. It was all of a sudden, so I thought it was strange. He said he wanted to take care of her, so I decided to leave it to him. And then, I didn't receive messages from her, and peace returned to our lives, but...
Stephanie, I haven't heard from you recently. How's your life?
Hi, it's been a while. Things have been going on as usual here. How are you feeling? I'm worried about you.
You don't have to worry about me. Hey, what about the baby? Not yet? I thought it might be better if I didn't contact you for a while, so I've been refraining. When are you going to have one? Haven't you saved up enough money by now?
We talked about that children are a gift. I've been thinking about it with Tim, including money. You don't have to worry.
Money is something that can be managed. You have no will, so that's why you can't have one. Then there's no point in waiting.
That's not true. I do want to have children too.
Do you? You don't seem so. You're always making excuses.
That's not nice of you to say that.
Some people become mothers in their teens. Stephanie, you're already 26 years old. You won't be able to have babies soon. I'm also saying that I'm worried about your body.
I am fine.
If you don't make a grandchild anytime soon, I'll have to think about the future because I can't let this family die out. Give me a grandchild soon.
Huh? What do you mean?
Tim is the only child, and if you don't have a child, our family will come to the end. If that's the case, you know what's going to happen.
What happens?
I have to ask you to consider divorcing Tim because we need a son and heir.
If I don't have children, I should get divorced?
Generally speaking, you know. I'm just talking about plan B. Of course, I'd like to meet the child born to Tim and you.
You don't have to make up such a pretense. But now I know what you really think. I'll discuss it with Tim.
Stephanie, did I offend you? I didn't mean it that way. I was just making a general comment. Don't take it personally.
Okay, well then. That night, I showed Tim the messages with his mother when he came home and asked him what he thought about it. He yelled at me that I should talk to him later because he was tired and went into the bedroom. He was clearly not the same as before. The next day, I had a day off from work, so I went to Natalie's house to talk to her directly. When I rang the doorbell, a young woman, whom I have never seen before, came out with a quizzical look on her face. Natalie, I'd like to ask you something.
Oh, Stephanie, are you off work today? What did you want to ask me?
Well, I had to take a day off because it's an emergency.
Emergency? What's going on? I'm busy too.
Is something wrong?
It's my problem, so no need to worry. And what is it you want to ask me?
Right. It's about divorcing Tim. I thought we should talk about it properly.
Oh, that? I was just joking. Well, if you say you're divorcing him because you can't have children and take the responsibility, that's a different story though. If that's the case, then I'll take my time and listen to you.
I told you again and again, it's not that we can't have kids. It's just that I don't think it is the right time for that.
Either way, if you don't have kids, it's the same. At least, it's the same for me.
Well, yes. And this divorce thing, by any chance, is it because you're expecting a grandchild from someone else?
Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way. What is it all of a sudden?
Right. There's no way that's true. There's no way that you secretly made another wife and kept her here, right?
What are you saying? You have a great imagination, don't you?
Moreover, that wife is Tim's common-law wife, and he lied to her that he doesn't have a wife and made a child, right? How terrible is it?
Hey, Stephanie, what are you talking about? Something is wrong with you.
The person who came as a helper got along with Tim, so you treated me as if I already divorced him. Wow.
Wait a minute. How do you know?
I actually visited you today, and then an unknown woman came out and we had a chat.
Where are you now?
Why would I tell you? Natalie, Do you know what you're doing?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just, I've always told you I wanted a grandchild, right? You know what I mean.
I don't understand. It seems like you are a joint tortfeasor. You might be sued for fraud later. You lied about Tim being single.
Joint tortfeasor? Fraud? That's...
Don't worry, Natalie.
Huh?
I'll get divorced so you can keep the next person.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
I said, you don't have to worry about it. I'm just going to ask for compensation. Oh, that girl who lives with you, she's also planning to demand you, so you need to pay the two of us. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
That's impossible. Hey, Stephanie.
I blocked Natalie's number and immediately sent a message to Tim. Hi, is it the time to take a break now?
Hi, I'm on my way to eat out. Oh wait, I think I got a call from Mom. I'll talk to you later.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's about the same thing as mine. It's about the divorce.
Divorce? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You were visiting your mother and having an affair there, right? You lied to a girl that you were single.
How did you...
She was your mother's helper, huh? How sneaky. I was shocked when I found out.
Hey, what are you talking about all of a sudden? It's a misunderstanding. I think you're misunderstanding something.
What were you going to do? She's pregnant. Were you planning to divorce me and remarry her?
No, not like that. She accidentally got pregnant.
I knew it. So what were you planning?
You know, she was just a concubine.
A concubine?
I needed a son and heir. Don't worry, you're my real wife.
Are you stupid?
Hey, we still need an heir, a child to take over the family. Isn't that what Mom said? But you didn't seem to want to have one, so I had no choice.
Whether you had no choice or not, cheating is still cheating. There's no way I can be with someone like that. To be honest, I don't even want to see your face, so let's get divorced.
But if we do that, the concubine will become my real wife. Is that okay for you? As for me, everything will work out, so it's fine.
Yes, I'm fine with that, but I will demand you compensation.
Huh? Seriously? I don't like that idea. I don't have any money.
Huh? Seriously? Of course you have to. Are you and your mother both idiots?
Hey, I feel bad for you, but I think it's better to celebrate our new beginning by not demanding the compensation and we break up. You could at least congratulate me a little for having an heir.
What are you talking nonsense? Think about the common sense. Of course I'll demand you.
The child is innocent, right? Don't you feel sorry for that child? It leads to his future too.
You know what, Tim? I'll tell you something, since you seem to have misunderstood. The concubine you're talking about, I'm with her now.
Huh? What? What are you doing?
What am I doing? We're going to fight together against you and your mother, so it's only natural that we are together. She and I are both victims, and she's pregnant. I have to protect her.
No, wait. What the hell is going on?
I went to your parents' house, met this girl, understood the situation, and saved her. We are ready to fight together in anger at being tricked by you and your mother. Long story short.
So you both know the whole story about this case?
Of course we do. She told me everything. Too late. I already talked to your mother, so I'm sure that call was about this case.
Oh God, I don't know what's going to happen to me.
Well, you guys will probably both end up with paying the compensation. You'll have to pay for your sins.
Oh no, I'll change my mind, so let's start over again.
Of course I can't accept that convenient request. I'll never forgive you and your mother.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please. I'll apologize as many times as I have to. So please forgive me.
No. No matter how I think about it, it's impossible. Nobody can accept it. Well then, I'll have my lawyer call you with the details. Of course, I had a lawyer to make both of them pay us a huge amount of money for compensation. It wasn't our fault in any way, so it was only natural. By the way, the girl who was at Natalie's house is called Kate. When she went to pick up something she had forgotten, she told me that Kate yelled all the grudge and complaint at her. So she argued with her in a loud voice at the front door. Of course, the neighbors could hear her voice, so this story has spread to everyone. As a result, the neighbors call them the Palace of a Fake Lord.
Hey, can I talk to you now? Is that you, Veruca? Can you just tell me what's going on? It's been a while. Why did you message me out of the blue? You scared me. Stop blabbering, Kelly. I'm the one who was surprised. Why don't you explain to me about everything? Hey, calm down. Looks like you've been too excited since a while ago. What are you talking about? What? Demetrio just proposed to you, didn't he? Wait a minute. How did you know that? Of course I asked him about that. Because you didn't tell me. Why didn't you tell me? I told you to tell me right away if there was any progress, didn't I? I know, but I just didn't think it was something I should tell other people. I haven't quite decided how I feel about it yet. To be honest, I haven't even told my family yet. Oh, really? What a waste to be so reluctant to a marriage proposal. If I were you, I'd be so happy that I'd tell everyone around me in the speed of light. It isn't something that you should hide. I guess I understand why you decided not to tell everyone. Because Demetrio is complicated somehow, isn't he? I don't know how to explain, but I don't think that complicated is the right word to describe Demetrio as a person. It's true that I like him, and I really do. But he hasn't given up his dream of becoming a cartoonist yet. I wonder if it's okay to get married when you still have a dream you haven't accomplished yet. What? I can't believe he hasn't given up that dream yet. Well, he sure is good at drawing anyways. Does he still bring his works to the publishers? Yeah, it seems so. And he also submits his work to some kind of newcomer awards. He's doing his best. Unfortunately, it seems that he hasn't received any response from the publishers. It's a tough world. I see. But he has some kind of part-time job, right? Demetrio works part-time at a video rental store at night. But with that kind of income, I have to pay for most of our expenses if I get married to him. I don't mind working, but I'd like to have kids eventually. I'm thinking if I do that, I'll lose my income. That's why I still can't make up my mind. I can understand how you feel. It's tough to make ends meet just by working part-time job. Did you tell Demetrio about that? Yes, I did. And then he said that he would give up his dream of being a cartoonist after we got married and look for another job. I wonder if that's really okay. Besides, I don't know if I can find another job that easily nowadays. It would be even more difficult to search for a full-time job. There are a lot of people who have a hard time getting a permanent job. You're right. A 28-year-old man without a regular job is just not the right person to get married to. Well, But Demetrio is good looking anyway. Wouldn't it be nice if he walked beside you as a husband? I don't know what to say. Do you think it's too much to bear to be a man who doesn't have a regular job? Well, in my case, I'm sure that I won't get married to such a guy. But I'm the type of person who also likes to be with a good-looking guy. In my opinion, Demetrio is quite attractive. If it's for the sake of someone you like, you might be able to work hard, right? That's a good point. But in the end, your feelings come first. I think you should think about it a lot before you make a decision. It's not something to decide in a hurry. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Veruca. I'll think about it a little more on my own. Got it. Well, I'm going back to work. Oh, but don't worry too much. You'll go bald if you do that. I don't want to go bald, so I'll be careful. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. See you later. Kelly, about the other day, have you decided to accept Demetrio's marriage proposal? I'm worried about you. Oh, Veruca. Long time no see. Huh? What's wrong? Are you feeling a bit down? Yeah, actually, I haven't been sleeping well lately. Lack of sleep? Why? Are you that busy? Do you work a lot of overtime lately? No, it's not like that. I'm just having a bit of trouble right now. I'm feeling a little unstable that I can't sleep at night. It's tough when you're mentally weak. Are you sure that you're okay? What happened? If you don't mind sharing with me, I'm all ears. Thank you. You know what? I've been bullied lately. What? Bullied? By who? Why? We had a conversation about me getting proposed by Demetrio, right? 2 days after that, I received a suspicious letter. Every single one of them had something to do with making me give up on marrying Demetrio. It was so weird. I couldn't sleep at night thinking about it. What do you mean? Did the letter say that you must break up with Demetrio or something like that? At first, it was something like that. Yesterday, I received another letter saying that Demetrio is mine. Also, it said that I'm not good enough for Demetrio. It's very insulting. That's terrible. It's just unforgivable. Who in the world would do such a thing? I don't know. That's why it's so weird. I've asked Demetrio if he knows anything about it, but he said that he doesn't have a clue. Besides, Demetrio works part-time at night, right? So I can't contact him at night, and I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry to hear that. That's definitely weird and scary. I'll stay over for you today then. What? Seriously? Of course. If I stay at your place, you won't feel uneasy anymore. And if we chat, I can distract you from your current problem, right? If someone dangerous comes, let's fight that person off together. Thanks, Veruca. But are you really sure? Aren't you scared too? Of course I am. Look, we're best friends, right? You're in trouble, so I want to help you. You can count on me. Thank you. I'm really feeling a bit nervous, so I'd really appreciate it if you could stay with me. No worries. I live alone, so I'm free at night anyway. By the way, maybe you should think about that. About what? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm talking about you and Demetrio, of course. The scary letters arrived just after Demetrio proposed to you, right? No matter how you think about it, this must be related to him. If you continue going out with him and accept his marriage proposal, something nasty might happen to you. If both of you get married, it may be more than just a letter. That may be true, but I can't turn down his marriage proposal because of this bully. Besides, Demetrio also told me not to worry about that. Really? I don't know what I should do if something bad happened to you. Seems that Demetrio doesn't even understand your feelings. You must put yourself on top priority, Kelly. If you continue going out with Demetrio, your life may be in danger. I think it's better for you to stay away from him. I'm worried about you. That's so sweet of you, Veruca, but I have to admit that I like Demetrio. I don't know what to do. I know you like him, but what if something worse happens? I don't want you to get hurt. If it's Demetrio's fault that you're in this bad situation, I think you should break up with him as soon as possible. If you lose your life, there's nothing I can do to fix that. I wonder if I'm just overreacting. No, you're not. Thank you so much for your concern. My pleasure. Seems that Demetrio himself doesn't know anything about it anyway. Instead of investigating further, it's probably better not to ask too much. If the person who's connected to Demetrio is the culprit, he might be the kind of person who knows what you're doing daily. Oh no, that's quite scary. What should I do? Should I tell the police? No, you can't do that. It'll just make things go worse. Why? It's not that someone is being killed or getting robbed. So I think it's just too much to tell the police about those letters. Besides, if the person finds out that you talked to the police, he'll get upset and harm you. You don't want the culprit to do something nasty to you, right? That's true. Okay then. Anyway, talking to the police is a last resort. I'm going to your house after work today. Don't open the door until I get there, okay? Got it. Thanks, Veruca. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. See you later. Veruca, sorry for the sudden notice. I have something I want to talk to you about. Oh, Kelly! I'm off work today, so we can talk. What's up? Well, I'm going to ask you straight to the point. Veruca, are you hiding something from me? What? Why did you ask that out of the blue? Just answer me, okay? I want you to tell me the truth. I'm serious. I'm not hiding anything from you. What's wrong with you, Kelly? Why would I hide things from my own best friend? Even though you're cheating with my boyfriend? What? Cheating? What do you mean? You're dating Demetrio, aren't you? What are you talking about? Stop speculating. I'm gonna get mad at you if you don't stop. I'm not speculating. I wanted to talk to Demetrio properly, so I questioned him earlier. Then he told me everything he was hiding. I don't think he was lying. I see. Looks like you found out. Demetrio is really an idiot. I wonder why he revealed it. Veruca! I trusted you. You always kindly listened to me whenever I was having a problem. Why did you do this? Because you're annoying me. Huh? What do you mean by that? Did I do something to upset you? You were the one who suddenly texted me that day. It's not like you did something or anything that upset me. Your very existence is annoying to me. What? That's a terrible thing to say. You're not even that cute, but you're just flirting with guys and you're popular. Darren, the guy who I liked in college, liked you too. I heard that Darren confessed his love to you, but you rejected him in a second. You're really a jerk. That kind of thing really annoys me. What? You liked Darren? I didn't know about that. Don't pretend that you know nothing about that. You stole the man I love from me. That's why I swore I'd get my revenge. So I decided to take your boyfriend away from you. How does it feel to have your best friend stealing your boyfriend away from you? You've never felt such a sense of defeat before, right? That's terrible. I can't believe you just betrayed me. I didn't steal away the person you like. How can you do such a thing without hesitation? You're so annoying. It's true that I was hurt because of you. I've been heartbroken for a long time. Oh, and let me tell you something. I'm the one who sent you those hideous letters. Are you kidding me? You bullied me yourself and you gave me advice on how to deal with that? So you pretended to be worried about me, didn't you? That's too much to bear. Too much? How dare you say that? You dumped someone I love. What? I don't understand. Well, that's what I mean. You didn't even know I was doing it. And you were desperate to talk to me about it. I really had to hold back my laughter. It was great to see how you panicked. Unbelievable. I really believed that you were my best friend. I even consulted with you about various things because I trusted you. I didn't expect you to betray me like that. It's all your misunderstanding. In the first place, I never thought of you as my best friend. I was only with you because I wanted to ruin your happiness. I've been waiting for the right moment. That's why you have to break up with Demetrio. I'm not breaking up with him. Huh? I'll accept his proposal and we'll even have a wedding. I'll invite you too, so don't worry about that. Please kindly support our happiness. What are you talking about? There's no way Demetrio would get married to you. It's true. It's a small wedding, but I'll invite you. I want you to see me in my wedding dress. Wedding dress? Give me a break. If you really want to proceed with the wedding, I'll ruin it. You'd better be ready for it. Good morning, Kelly. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Perfect day for a wedding. I'm so happy for you. Good morning, Veruca. You're coming today, right? Of course. I have a big surprise for you. Please look forward to it. I'm sure that you'll get stunned. Big surprise? You're not planning anything nasty, are you? I told you, didn't I? If you're really going to have a wedding, I'm going to ruin it. I'm serious. I'm the one who's getting married to Demetrio, not you. Well then, tell me what you think. What are you up to? Let me tell you something. I'm going to be the bride today. Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, I'll be at the wedding soon. Just wait for me. Hey, where are you? You need to explain everything to me. Oh, it's you, Veruca. Have you arrived at the wedding venue? Yes, I'm here. I wore my wedding dress too. It's not you who's going to marry Demetrio, it's me. That's right. What? After the reception, I was being escorted to some kind of small party room. And my parents are here. I invited them. I think they want to see you in your wedding dress. Don't you think so too? It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance anyway. What are you doing? Demetrio and his parents are here too. Demetrio's parents thought that he's getting married to you. My parents and Dimitrio's parents are fighting each other now. The guests are in a panic. What am I supposed to do? I don't understand at all. I wonder why you don't understand. You told me that you want to get married to Dimitrio, didn't you? I went to the trouble of providing you with the venue, and now you're complaining about it. I'm so disappointed. No way. I didn't know anything about that. When I saw you entering the venue earlier, I just couldn't believe what I saw. You were wearing your own wedding dress. You were really trying to steal the bride's spot. Yes, that's right. I'm the one who should marry Dimitrio. That's why I wore a wedding dress. I think it's fine. Why don't you go ahead and get married to him then? What? What do you mean? I thought you were getting married to Dimitrio today. Actually, that was a lie. No kidding. A lie? I mean, can't you see what's going on? I'm just setting the stage for you to expose your affair with Dimitrio. I guess it's called a revenge. Huh? I don't care whether you and Dimitrio get married or not. What are you talking about? He proposed to you, didn't he? It's supposed to be your wedding with Dimitrio. I was going to ruin it. I didn't come all the way here dressed like this for this awkward moment. There's no need to ruin my wedding. Because Dimitrio and I are never getting married in the first place. You should just go ahead and get married to him. What? I don't get it. Dimitrio's parents know me too. They also know that he proposed to me. What do you think would happen if they knew that Dimitrio had an unfaithful partner? Oh gosh. Of course Dimitrio's parents will be furious, right? And if his cheating partner, you and your parents are there, that would be a complete chaotic situation. Since the happiness of the family was destroyed, Dimitrio's parents will be shocked. I hope you guys enjoy that sticky situation. What are you blabbering about? Are you saying that you planned all of this? You're a terrible woman. Well, that's what it means. I'm not marrying Dimitrio, and you can do whatever you want with the rest. That can't be true. Dimitrio said that he was planning to marry you. I confirmed it directly with him yesterday. I'm sure he's well aware of that. I know, because I was watching him texting you. What? What do you mean? I had him cooperated with me. I don't think I understand what you're trying to say. Dimitrio and I were practically engaged, right? But if he was having an affair with you, I can demand alimony from both of you. Do you understand that? Huh? You were only engaged, but you can demand alimony? Since you're not married, it isn't possible. It's possible. Dimitrio's parents and my parents recognized that. But Dimitrio said that he can't pay alimony. So I told him that if he cooperates with me, I'll reduce the amount. That's how we planned today's wedding. I can't believe this is really happening. You were planning to set me up from the beginning. That's right. Your parents are very strict. I can't believe you were having an affair with a man who's engaged to your best friend. I wonder how your parents feel about that. Well, I feel sorry for them. Oh no. What should do? My parents are going to lecture me for hours. That's enough. I'll back off. So please don't make things worse. Please. It's fine. You don't have to back off. I told you before that I'm not marrying Dimitrio, didn't I? Since you're wearing a wedding dress. Why don't you just marry him? But my parents will be mad at me. They will abandon me. What are you going to do to take the responsibility of that? Serve you right. Let me tell you, Veruca, I'm going to charge you alimony too. Be prepared for that. Oh no! Well then, I'll leave you to enjoy yourselves. Goodbye. After that, Veruca kept calling me persistently. I blocked her and quickly left the wedding venue. In the end, both Demetrio and Veruca were scolded badly by their parents. Then they decided to cut ties. It's obvious anyway. Demetrio and Veruca have to pay my alimony in one lump sum. They can no longer afford to continue dating, and their lives have changed drastically to a life of working all the time. I can only say that they got what they deserved. They are now working frantically, from morning till night, and are busy every day.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!